Guys, it's Tammy and I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm just cutting off like jalapeños from my garden. Oh, I missed a couple over here. Those are my Thai, they're called, this is like my only store-bought one, Thai dragon peppers. All the rest of these in this bed, let me zoom out, I grew by seed. So, and some of these are bell peppers. You can see right there, bell pepper. And some of these, nothing grew off them, like that one. So I am just grabbing my peppers. And then I still have a ton of tomatoes. About every couple days I come out here and there's enough like just barely turning, like that one right there. And then I pick them and then it just takes a few days in a cardboard box to turn. I will tell you, like, these ones are yellow tomatoes and these are all heirloom, and they're all like, almost all of my tomatoes are yellow. So even when I bring them in, they don't turn red. They just turn yellow, kind of an orange color. Even my aromas, I'm not sure if, I'll show you guys real quick. These ones right here, they look like Romas in shape, like these ones. And I planted them right next to this lemon boy. This was the only store-bought one that I got, was this lemon boy. All the rest of these tomatoes, which have a ton, you can see, are from seed. But I don't know if this crossbred with the ones I planted, because these turn bright yellow. I did get a few cherries. These are really small. I had a bunch of sunflowers here. So they never grew really big. I have a couple of these plants that just stayed short as opposed to all these other ones that are huge. But they are still producing a lot of tomatoes. I know we still have a few days of semi-good weather before it turns in my area. I'm in 8B. I live in Pacific Northwest in Washington. But I am just getting nervous because I know last year I still had a lot of green tomatoes and I didn't pick them off. And what happens is if you leave them on too long, like the freeze comes, they'll just die off. They won't be usable at all. So part of me today, I'll get up so you can see it from this angle, wants to just pick as many as I can and let them ripen in my house, because that's what I've been doing anyways. And I have a ton on my counter that I'm going to be using to make green salsa. And then as the rest of them turn yellow and get ripe, I just have a ton in a bowl of ripe ones, and we just eat them like candy. Like, we're literally eating tomatoes in sandwiches. I'm going to make a pico de gallo tonight. But we have these tomatoes. See, they're good size. Like, this one is a really good size one. This one's really big, so I just want to get them off. Kind of tell they're heirloom because they look darker on top than on the bottom. They don't, like, the coloring is kind of funky. But yeah, we eat tomatoes raw all the time. Just literally, my husband brings them in a bag to work and eats them like candy. So I want to just get them off the vine. It would suck if these go bad. And then my apples look like they almost got too ripe. Like, we were waiting to pick them and now they're really super ripe. So even though they have blemishes on them and they're not perfect, these apples are better than any store-bought apple I've ever had. I just, like, if I see one that has a lot of stuff like that, I cut that off. And I have been eating an apple every day for breakfast since I got my new job last August. So it's nice because now I just take these apples in the house, have a big bucket on my counter, and I just sit and I cut off anything that might be bad on them. Those ones look really good. And I just eat apples off my tree. But I think I want to do one harvest. I'm not sure if that's what most people do, but I want to come out here and just get them all off because they're really, really ripe. And I want to start preserving them and maybe doing like some apple butter or applesauce. I even saw people making apple pie filling and then canning that up. So if you have any other suggestions, and yes, a lot of them drop down. That one obviously got eaten. There's a couple, but even the ones that drop down, if they're not eaten by an animal, are usually in pretty good condition if you get them right away. Obviously, if you leave them down, they're not going to be good. So that is what's going on with my garden. My calendula is still doing amazing, and this is when you harvest, and this is the part you use for the seeds, if you didn't know that. Let me show you what it looks like. It's kind of more unique. It's a kind of a weird little seed for calendula. So those are the seeds, and they are like on the heads of the calendula. You can see it really good right there. So you take this outer brown part off, and the middle right here is what the seed is, this part. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna harvest all of the ones that are dead, and I'm gonna save all the seeds. I'm probably gonna have like 1,000 seeds. And then if you want, you can put them in little envelopes, and like I did a couple years ago with my sunflowers, and save them for, you know, gifts for people. Or if you want, you can sell them. I still have a few little raspberries coming up. I wasn't going to do a full garden tour. I just wanted to show my jalapeños. And then this was late season. Like, I just have to pull that stuff out. But this was a bed that I actually used. And I planted carrots and beets. While I'm out here, and then I'm just going to show you really quickly. I kind of just let my herbs go. I have been harvesting and dehydrating herbs like all summer. This is my lemon balm. It looks so good still. It's so crazy. This went to flower, but some of it's not. And this is this one is kind of a cool variety. It's called hot and spicy oregano, and it is spicy. And then there's my spearmint. So I'm thinking I need to chop all of this down. Oh, this is my sage. It smells so good. I need to get this all dehydrated for tea. And we love sage. We love to dehydrate it around for Thanksgiving, because it's really good in like stuffing and turkey. That's a really good rub for like turkey. I shouldn't just say turkey. It's really good with chicken as well. I think sage would probably be good with anything, because it just smells so nice. And that would be just perfect in tea, that lemon balm. I think I'm going to bring some of this to work to see if anyone wants any, because it's just so much, and I've already dehydrated a bunch. That's pretty much where my garden's at. These are dead. All my sunflowers died off. I'm just keeping them here for the birds, and so I can get the, you can see right there, I'm going to harvest seeds. I don't think I'm going to use them you know, to roast and eat. I'm just going to use them to replant for next year. So save your seeds, guys. That'll save you money in your garden next year. You don't have to keep rebuying seeds. All right, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you like this little you know, end of the summer garden tour. Bye, guys.